Hey, it is Kay Corinne with Mentoring Matters. So I want to just say this really quick because my best friend and I, we do this thing where we compare relationships to careers, because success is success. Being successful in love and being successful in your career is not so different, and how you approach both of them. So I have been a little bit more successful in my career, some would say, and my best friend has been super successful in love. She just celebrated her 10-year wedding anniversary, and they are a beautiful, happy couple. So one of the things that has come up during these conversations is how women, how people get desperate. Sometimes you really need a job, and sometimes you really need a man, and so the decisions that we make once we get desperate. But this is the thing. I recently was accepted in a program, which I think I mentioned, to get my doctorate. Because I am working towards a doctoral degree, I'm not going to go work at McDonald's. It's no shade against McDonald's. McDonald's is cool. McDonald's is great. Because I hate offending people. But when I am in between jobs, I might drive a little Lyft because it's my car. I'm not punching nobody's clock. I'll pull on my savings. For my personal savings, I might pull down something from an old 401k. But I'm not going to go work in a drive-through because I'm just past that point of life now. It's no shade to it. So no matter how tight it get, I'm going to do some maneuvering, but that ain't going to be the maneuver. So it's the same. I need to apply that, or we as women need to apply that, or people need to apply this to dating. There are certain things, I think we hate saying we're too good for someone. But we don't mind saying we too good to go to certain spots. If you over 30, it's certain places you like, no, I don't go around none there. That ain't my scene. And we feel okay with that. We feel okay saying certain jobs don't pay enough. I can be unemployed and turn down certain job offers because I know what I'm worth. So if you're paying an amount of money that's $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, less than what I made in my last position, less than what I deserve, it's easy to turn it down. I'm not even conflicted. I'm straight. So why wouldn't that apply to dating at a certain point in time? Because, and not just because you've been living, because you've been doing the work. That's the other thing. In my career, I've been doing the work. In my internal growth, I've been doing the work. I've been doing the reflecting. I've been implementing the right changes. I've been meditating. I've been praying. I've been developing healthy relationships. I've been nurturing healthy relationships. I've been restoring relationships that need to be restored. I've been giving in my community. I am actively seeking to become the best version of myself available, mind, body, spirit. So if I'm giving 1,000% to who I am, then I have every right to be looking for a certain standard in my dating. I'm not going to go anywhere I feel like it's not my scene anymore. I'm not going to work anywhere that I don't feel like it's aligned to where I am in life and my goals. So why would I, which is really bigger than both of those, where I hang out and where I work, the importance of those things pales in comparison to who I spend my life with, who I lay down with, who I have around my children, who I even consider marrying. That's the bigger thing. So, and we women do it all the time. It's certain brands we don't wear, certain cars we don't want to drive. Like, we have all these standards for the careers, for the cars, for the jobs, for the vacations. We get to a certain point where Miami and Vegas, we was doing that 10 years ago. We could do that with everything. But then when it comes to choosing the right man, he'll be nowhere near in the stratosphere. And for men, if you're watching this, there'll be a woman nowhere in your stratosphere in terms of personal growth and development. That's what I'm talking about, not money. Personal growth and development. They got a bunch of character flaws. They are lazy. They are selfish. They are inconsiderate. They cannot communicate. How can you, who have put so much into who you are, be with somebody who could care less about any of that? Because they cute and they funny and they available and around and they want you. That ain't enough. There are available jobs around that you don't want. Available cars around. Available homes around that you don't want to buy. That you don't want to rent. Because it's not in alignment with where you are now. I think a lot of times the rhetoric is that love yourself and don't be wanting that so bad. And you can love yourself and want you a man to love you and do life with, and still not choose McDonald's. I done been hungry before and drove right past McDonald's like I just cannot. You hear me? It got to be the same way. And that's when that internal standard is rising. It's coming on up. Because you can never trick yourself out of your real standard. The real standard is going to show itself. So allow that personal standard to come on up in the dating and in the relationships. Just like you done brought it up in the other categories based on the work you have done and are willing to continue to do to have the best version of your life possible in all areas. Hope that made sense. Mentor matters.